Hello, everybody. It's Champaign here with you, and we're back once again in the wonderful world of Pub Sim. Now, this game has had a couple of updates over the course of the past couple of days. Lights! Primarily in an attempt to try and fix an issue that we were having with our lovely barkeepers here magically hanging on to bottles of booze and not letting them go for any reason. So, hopefully, with the most recent update that they did to the game, we should not see that issue anymore. Now, they also did some other things while they were at it. So it wasn't like that was the only thing they took care of. They also went in here and they added this nice little info button in case you have questions about what to do in the game. You can go here and you can take a look at things. And it'll give you an idea about things you can do to serve drinks, things you can do with your staff, things you can do with your finances. So there's some things that you can see there. They also changed the pricing on the licenses. So if you go here and look at the licenses, management licenses, they changed these so that the licenses are not $2,000 a piece. So the basic spirit license is $1,000, and then the professional one is $2,000. The platinum one is $5,000. So you do end up spending more on the three licenses in total than you did before, because they used to be 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. Now the platinum one costs you more than it did before, but the basic one is cheaper. Same thing with the wine. So it's 2,500, 5,000, and 10,000. So they also step up in price. So it becomes more expensive to get all the way up to the top level of wine. They also changed the staff so that way the liquor specialists don't require having four cash registers anymore. We're going to see that in just a second here. So if we go back out and put up our bar stools, so furniture and bar stools, set these up just like that. If we go in and take a look back here, we now have our liquor specialist immediately available. So we are going to actually hire our liquor specialist, get them in here, and now they will be responsible for serving all of the liquor, except for the customers that still go here to the counter and get and order a shot from one of our barkeepers. And again, hopefully, we're not going to run into an issue with our barkeepers magically holding on to the liquor bottles like they did before. Fingers crossed that that actually works. We're also going to go and get a keg of Cerrone because we do need some of that. We are missing Cerrone, and you never want to be missing Cerrone ever. That's just not the way that you want your bar to run. So, going to go ahead and get one of those, and then I think we'll get things started. I think the only thing that we can use aside from that is maybe a few bottles of Noir and a few bottles of Cerrone, and maybe a few bottles of Beineken. So Noir, Cerrone, Beineken. Let's go ahead and get those. So beer, we've got Beineken, we've got Noir, we've got Cerrone. We've got them all in eights, so that's perfect. We've got $284 left, so that's not a lot of cash, but it's enough to keep the bar running for another day. So let's go ahead and get this stocked up. There's those, and then we will get our other two fancy bottles. So here's our Noir. Go ahead and put that up on this shelf. They also changed the lighting on the fridges. So the lights on the fridge are like, I believe they said 1/4 of the amount of light that they had before. So they toned down the light by 75% in the fridges, which is good. I mean, you can immediately tell that it makes a difference in there because it's not quite as sharp down there in that bottom one. I mean, it's still bright, but not nearly what it was in the past. I think the only other thing I need to do is I think I need to reset. Oh no, it did actually put that back. I think that once when we ran out of that, it took it off, but now that we have it again, it's now back. So here we go. Let's get into it. Day 28, and the Rusty Tapper 2 is once again open for your convenience. Now, the other thing that we did when we were in our last live stream, so in case you missed it in our live stream, we are now, because we have all of the walls painted and the ceiling painted and new floors and posh bar pieces all throughout the joint, we are now getting what they call the golden review. So everyone that comes in is basically giving us 26 reputation because they think our bar is amazing, basically because we have posh bar pieces and we have painted walls, painted ceilings, and upgraded floors. So that's real nice because all that reputation is going to lead to us moving up real quick in bar level, and that's going to mean more money. All right, so now here we go. Our first customer getting a shot of whiskey. So now the big question is going to be if someone comes in and orders a shot of whiskey up there, whether or not we're going to run into an issue here. Because what we seem to have seen before is that when someone came over here to the bar stools and then someone went over there and ordered the same shot from the register, that's when everything got a little bit wonky. So we're going to see what happens here. So we got vodka here. He's drinking whiskey there. So we're going to see if someone comes over here and orders some vodka or whiskey. And if so, what will be the outcome? So far, everything's fine because no one's ordered anything that they're drinking over here. So we're just going to keep an eye on it, see what happens. So there's a shot of brandy. Should not be a problem because neither of them are drinking brandy here. So we should be good. Let's just kind of keep on checking out all of our customers here. He's actually done, so that's good. I think he is still working. All right, so shot of vodka. Yep, he's still drinking the vodka. Got a shot of liqueur over there, so that won't be a problem. So maybe we'll actually be all right on this particular day. We're just going to have to see whether or not we have two people that order the same thing at the same time and what that's going to do. But again, hopefully it's going to be all right. Now these guys are both done here at our stools, so I guess we're going to be all right for a while. Yeah, now we're not going to run into the issue where we have two people that order the same thing at the same time. Watch that be the thing that happens here. All right, so here we go. We got a shot of whiskey. Now we're going to see if someone goes up to the register and also orders a shot of whiskey. Nope. Got plenty of pints of Cerrone, though. I'll go with that. I mean, people can order all the pints of Cerrone they want. I will be more than happy with them doing that. All right, so they're both doing whiskey now at this point in time. Let's see what we're going to have up there. All right, so a shot of gin, again, should not be a problem because no one else has ordered it. Bottle of Costers, not a problem. Yeah, both of these guys are doing whiskey, I do believe. So yeah, we'll continue to keep an eye on it here, see what we got. All right, okay, here we go. Shot of whiskey. So we got a shot of whiskey there. We've got over here they're drinking whiskey at the same time. So let's take a look and see what's going to happen. He's got the whiskey. Is he going to hold it or is he going to pour it? He's actually going to pour it. I think we're good. So everything seems like it's fine. That's the big thing that we wanted to check. It seems like we have now gotten past that, which is very good. So for all the people that were having issues in the game before, hopefully now it should be rectified. Hopefully. That's all we can say is hopefully. At least from our end, it seems like it's working okay. And hopefully it will stay like that. So right now, the next thing that we can do is we can work on maybe getting another expansion in here. Maybe I'll put in another booth while we're at it. So let's go ahead and get one of those because we can keep on putting the booths along that wall there. So furniture store, let's go to chairs, get another booth. We're going. Whoop! I didn't click it, and then get another mahogany table to put in there. Let's purchase that. And now if we look at our inventory, we have another booth. Going to try and, oh, the snapping doesn't, whoa, snap to objects. So let's try that, but snap to grid off. So grid is off, but then it won't snap to objects. That's okay. That's fine. Not going to worry. And then we'll go here, furniture, a mahogany table. That snaps in place. Life is good. And again, when we have a little bit more, actually, I mean, cash isn't the issue. Maybe at the end of the day, we'll go ahead and push that wall out again. Because there's one more expansion be acquired there. We're just one short at this point. Is there anything we need here? Let's see. We got Beineken, Lenningsberg, Strella, Cerrone, And Costers is there, so I'm going to actually take that, slide that there, just so that way I can see him in that line. Beineken we're almost out of. The others were good, so let's get another keg of Beineken. Buy one of those. Get that all set up. And at some point, I will also expand my office. It's not really been that big of a priority for me, but we will at some point do that. If for no other reason than to get the restocker, so you can see what the restocker does in case you've not seen any of the episodes of our series here. Okay, so shot absent. He's thinking about it. He's not holding it, but for whatever reason, he didn't want to serve it, which is weird because we had plenty of it. So he wouldn't serve it, but he also didn't hold it, which is interesting. And I don't know if anyone else was ordering it. So yeah, I don't know what happened there. But we're going to go here, call last call for our last few customers that we got here. And then while we're waiting for them, we might as well go in here and get that next expansion. So let's start working on that. So real estate, customization. Oh, whoops. Bar extension number 2. Buy that. Okay. Confirm. Done. If we take a look, it's going to be nice and dark and murdery over there. So we got to fix that up. We got to get some more sconces. Although I think it gave us the ones that we had. So if we go to furniture, yeah, we got our lights. So we can put these up. And I'm going to say that these are going to go there and there. And then we're going to go, well, let's see, go there again. Oh, man, it's so dark in this corner. That's bad. All right, so there's that. We'll need one more. So we'll get one more, and then we got to push all this stuff back. So let's start moving all this. Push that back to the wall. Now, if I do snap to grid on this, what's it going to see? That's not great, but this will work, I believe, as well as it can. How's that looking over there? That actually looks pretty darn good. I didn't think I was going to get that good. Then we'll take that one and put it right next to it. As close as we can get it. There. How's that? It's close. It'll work. Let's also take care of all the floors and walls. So walls, autumnal paints. It was number 13. Run all the way around there. Get that taken care of. Boom. Then the floors. If we go to the floors, this was wooden flooring. It was the mahogany planks. We're going to paint the whole room. So shift and left mouse takes care of that. We still got $3,200. And then we're going to go to ceilings. And it was base set. And it was the blue, I believe, is what I was going with. Yeah, that's the blue. So shift in the entire thing. So there. Now we're all painted up again. Everything's good. The only thing that we really need is one more wall sconce to put up there. So let's go ahead and get that. So if we hop back in here, I'm still in painting mode. So right mouse button to cancel painting mode. Then furniture store. Lights. One more wall sconce. Put it up right over here. So that will take care of that. Cool. That's better. We're also going to go ahead and get a few. Oh, that's like not anywhere even with the others. Oh, shoot. Drop it down a bit. I think that's going to be closer. It's close enough. I'm going to go with that. We're also going to get a couple of posh bar pieces. So get all posh. So that way we can have more people that are going to be here buying booze. So let's do that. Furniture store. We're going to go to bars. And the posh bar piece, straight posh bar piece. So let's get one. Let's see, 2. Let's get 2. And then we also need to get a couple of bar stools. So let's get some bar stools. Get at least 2 of those. See what that's going to do for us. So out here we go. We're going to take our furniture, posh bar piece, drop it right there, and there again. And then bar stools. We've got room for, we got room for 4. So let's do 4. Let's get a couple more. I didn't realize we were going to have that much. So yeah, let's do a couple more. bar stools again. 2 more of those. We might have to get our second liquor specialist at this point because we're going to have 6 seats for our lovely liquor drinkers. And that might be more than this guy can handle. So how much money we got? $1,300? Yeah, might as well do this. So first thing tomorrow, we're going to go ahead and we will get our liquor specialist as well. Our second one, that is. So let's go in right now. Look at this place. It's looking pretty good. I'm kind of liking it. The only thing we need, we got to get like all of our wall decor back up again. So we'll have to work on that. Get that back to where it was in the original Rusty Tapper. So now here, liquor specialist number 2. Go ahead, hire them. I might as do I need to hire a second cleaner? Can't hurt at this point. Let's go ahead and hire a second cleaner. That feels like it's a decent thing to do. And we'll probably have to get more tables. But I only have $726. That will be enough to get one more table. So let's do this. So furniture store, I'm spending all the cash. Mahogany table, and maybe 4 modern chairs. Yeah, let's do that. Purchase all that. I'm now down to $386. That's okay. Not a problem. And it's not out there. It is in my inventory like it always has been. Mahogany table, we're going to snap to grid again, which will work there. Okay, perfect. And then our chairs will go all the way around it. Just like that. That part is beautiful. I really like that part. That is so good. All right, so here we go. We got 2 liquor specialists. We've got 6 bar stools. I can probably put another couple around here. I think we're going to have space for it, but we'll see how we go from here. Let's get into it. Day 29. We're up to Reputation 24. Everything is good. The Rusty Tapper 2 is once again open for your convenience. I was going to see what else I needed to order, but at this point, I don't even have the money. I think, well, I can get an 8 of Costers or an 8 of Cerrone. I think I've got enough money to do that. So let's go into here. Beer, Cerrone, 8. Yeah, $270. That's enough. I didn't actually order it. I did not hit the 1, so that did nothing. 1 purchase. Now we got it. Excellent. Now, the next thing, like I said, I'll probably do, I will probably go ahead and expand the office just that way we can start getting some storage racks in there and get a restocker. Again, just in case you've not ever seen what the restocker is like, we can get them here. And then the only other thing we got to get is the bar manager. And then we've also got to get ourselves up to $150,000 so we can get the Imperium, which is the new bar. Now, for the office expansion, how much is that office expansion? Real estate office extension is going to be $500. So that'll be the first thing that we shoot for, is getting the $500. So we can do that. And now we're just going to take a look at all of our liquor specialists here, see how they're doing. Everything seems good. And I'm good with that. So, yeah, now this for sure would certainly, if it was going to pose an issue, it would pose an issue now, because we're going to have plenty of people that are going to be here drinking. We got all kinds of lovely booze drinkers here now. So that would certainly be a case where 2 people would order the same thing. And if we get through the day without an issue there, I think we're going to be in pretty good shape. Yeah, look at this. Got 6 wonderful people here, all drinking all of the hard stuff. So I think we'll be all right. I feel like we're going to be okay. So $1,130. That's all I need to see. We're going to go into here to, we're going to go to real estate, office extension 1. Confirm that. Take a look over there. That's the only one we can get, so that's as far back as that goes. So if we go here, nothing else can be done there. So the only thing that we really need, and I think we don't even need it all that much, is some lights in here. But I think we're okay just because that sconce kind of works through the wall. And because of that, we don't need as much illumination in here. We could fix it up. but it's not that big of a deal. Let's pick these up, set them over there on the ground, just right over there. Same thing with that, just kind of setting it there. Just kind of out of the way. Now, the next thing we'll probably do is we will go ahead and get some storage racks. So let's work on that. So if we go to furniture store, if we go to miscellaneous, is it there? Is it? Well, there's the tip jars. Huh. Speaking of which, I got to check my tip jars because I've not done that. Shelves, stock shelves. Let's get a few of those. Go ahead, buy those, bring them in. We're going to set those right here. So furniture, stock shelves, and this will go right about there. And we're going to set these right next to each other, just like that. 5 of those to go. I will need some illumination on the wall there because that is not going to be enough of what we got. So let's get that taken care of. Go into our furniture store again. Lights! We'll go, what do we want to go with? Maybe we'll go with some modern ones in here. A couple of moderns. Sure. Can't hurt. we don't want them outside because we don't want people thinking we're posh, but we can have them in here in our storage room. That makes some kind of sense somewhere. Modern spotlight. Go ahead and throw it up. That's okay. That'll work there. And maybe another one there. Let's see. Okay, that's odd. They're sticking out away from the wall. So that doesn't work. So we're going to snap to grid off. Okay. This is going to be interesting. So they'll go up that high. And we'll do the same thing with that one. Move it up a little bit more. Okay. That's better. It's good enough. So we'll go with that. And then we'll work on getting some of all of our different products in here as we have enough money. And then after that, we'll work on getting the wine. How are we doing on money? How are we doing on time? It is the end of the day. So we'll go ahead, hit last call. So let's click that, get the final orders. We'll start getting product to put back here on our shelves. So let's go here to Mr. Liqueur. We're going to see if we can start ordering 16s of everything. So beer in 16s. We're going to click all these up to 16s. And I think that's the only way we can do this is to click them each individually. As far as I know, you got to click these each individually to get them there. I don't know of a select all for this. And then let's see, Costers, Coors Light, Dub Light, Beineken, Lennisburg. That's $5.97. Strella is $7.97. Noir, $12.37. $17.09. That's probably going to be a good start. I don't want to get too crazy with it. Just want to make sure we have enough money for everything that we need to do. So the Strella, I want to see if I can keep these in the order that they show up on there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think the Strella is number 6. So we'll put that there. Let me take a look in here. Oh, no, it's 4. So that's 4. Oh, no. It is here. Strella is 6. Beineken is 4. Lennisburg is 5. So Beineken's 4. Lennisburg is 5. So that'll go there. Okay. And, oh, wow. Everyone's gone. Shoot. I'm the problem now. Forgetty is number 7, I believe. Let's take a look. Mr. Liqueur. Beer. Forgetty is 8. So that will go there. And then let's take a look. We've got the Noir. Put that down there next to it. Okay. Over here, we've got the Dub Light. That was the 3rd one on there. Let's take a look. Dub Light. That was 3rd. So that'll go down there. It's not overly important that we do it like this, but for me, it's just my just personal preference, really. Trying to get it so that way I know where it is in the computer and it'll make it easier for me to remember exactly how we would order it, which we won't have to worry about even ordering it anymore once we have the bar manager. So that'll no longer be a thing. Okay, so there's a good start. There's 8 of our things there. First thing tomorrow, we will go ahead and, wow, I've still got $2,033. How's that possible? Maybe that was from the last of our people? Maybe. So let's go back into our computer then. We must have had a bunch of people that ordered stuff at the end of the day. So Cerrone, let's buy one of those. And then drafts, we can buy a Costers, we can buy a Beineken 712, we can buy a Lennisburg, I can buy a Strella, and we're going to stop there because otherwise I won't have enough money to pay my bills and my salaries. And we don't want that. That would be bad. So Cerrone there, and then our kegs, which those will go here. So that's number 4. Beineken should be number... So Costers is number 1 for sure. That's our cheapo. And then we should have Beineken second based on the order here. So Beineken would be second, Lennisburg would be third, and then the Strella fourth. And the only one we don't have is the Cerrone. Cool. So that's all good. Go ahead, close up the shop again, get into another day. So now we will go ahead, get in here, and get ourselves our restocker. So management, I've got $319. That will be enough to hire them. So way down here, we have the stock worker. It's going to cost us $125 to hire them. If we go here to staff management, they will refill the shelves when it's missing anything, or when it's 75% full or 50% full or 25% full. We'll go with 25% full just so they don't go nuts. So we'll say that if it's 25% full, they'll refill the shelves. Because if we set it at anything, they'll just never stop, and that could be a bad thing. So we'll leave it there at 25% full. So they're already going to work there just like that. That is perfect. And there's nothing else to do at this point. Well, they're going to put all the other kegs out, whether or not I want them to. That it'll be fine. It'll be okay. Or did they put the extras out because these are like, no, I don't know why they did it. I have no idea why they, oh, it's probably because they had a tag on there, is my guess. So if I take those tags off, that's probably what it is. So let's take those tags off, and let's take those off. So Beineken and Costers. I mean, it doesn't hurt to have the extras there. It really doesn't. I'm just keeping one of each there. Now watch, he's going to come back in and put it back out. He's like, I'll show you. Yeah, he will. Did I? Oh, yeah, and that was the one that we wanted. We did want a Beineken there, so he actually did what I figured he would do, which is good. Well, with $195 in my pocket, it's probably time to get some beer served in here. So here we go, day 30. And the Rusty Tapper 2 is open for your convenience. The only thing we're missing here is schnapps. So we will have to work on that. And again, given the fact that we went through a whole day and nothing blew up, I'm assuming we're good. I'm going to say that everything there is hunky-dory. And I'm going to be good with it. We can probably at some point get more tables in here. That would be another thing we could do. We could probably put up another posh bar stool over here, get ourselves a couple more seats. But the first thing I want to do is I do want to work on getting the wines. So that is going to be the first thing we're going to do, is take care of that. And I will need to figure out exactly where I want to put the wine cabinet. I might just leave it over here, because I'm not sure. Or I might put it over here. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick it over there. But we'll have to get up to $2,500 for it to even matter. We'll probably have to get even higher than that, because I forget how much they say you should have for that. So if we go into management licenses, $2,500, they say $3,270. So $2,500, and then the wines are going to be the 3 cheap ones. So $2,620, $2,780. Yeah, and then $2,970 for those 3. Yeah, because those are just the ones there. So yeah, we got to get to $3,000 basically, and really 3,300 because I have to buy another wine. I have to buy another cabinet. So let's start by getting the cabinet. I'm in preparation mode. So large cabinet, go ahead, put it there. Super large for when you really, 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 really want to have a big, big cabinet. So let's set this up and try to not put it up backwards like we did before, which caused First Impact to sit in the fetal position while watching the stream on Twitch. And I don't blame him. I don't at all because I'm such a maroon. So that's set, ready to go. And it's all well lit. Everything seems good there. So now we're just, again, waiting till we get up to over $3,000 and we can then go ahead and get that wine license and the wines that go with it. So now it's looking good. We're 4 levels away from being able to jack up the prices even further. Everyone's giving us all the reputation because they just love what we've done with the place. They love all the posh of it, even though they'll never admit it. They'll always want to think that it should look like the dive bar that was when it first started, but secretly they love the way that we have it all set up. They're really, really fans. They're just never allowed to admit it. That's basically all it is. Oh man, we need a bunch of booze here. Need a lot of booze here. But I still want to get the wines. I still want to get that unlocked. And then after we have that, we will go ahead and work on refilling all of our liquor there. So let's see, how far off are we now? We're about $600 off, $650. Not too bad. So we just need people to do a lot of big orders, and I think we'll be all right. Oh, and I've also got to make sure we have enough money to also pay the salaries the next day. So that is an issue. So we've really got to be over like 3,700 at this point is what I'd say. And anything short of that, we're going to have to hold off. But we'll keep an eye on it here. See how we're doing. Hopefully everything will be fine. And back here, if we take a look, how we're doing back here, perfect. The only thing we need is a Beineken. Oh, and a Cerrone keg. Well, we're okay there with Cerrone, it seems like. Oh, we're almost out of it. Oh, man, that's going to be tight. That'll be tight. But I really want to get that wine license. I really, really want to get that wine license. But at the same time, we are running out of daylight. We're already at 2,200 hours, so we'd have to get a bunch of people that ordered a bunch of stuff in order to even make that anywhere close to feasible. Or depending on how much these guys are ordering here at the over at our shot center, as I want to call it. I mean, I guess they could order a bunch of those, and it would make it a lot easier. But we'll see. What are we going to have? These guys are just standing here like not much going on. Their life is pretty darn easy. Everything is happening over here. The whole kit and caboodle. This guy's getting drunk on all the absinthe, which I am fine with because, again, that's big, big money if he wants to do it. I will be more than happy to make sure we have that on hand. So, yeah, we'll see how much we got after these guys finish up their tabs. And I am thinking I don't want to close the place up at this point. And I'm just going to let these guys drink as much as they feel. Because there's a lot of money to be made there, potentially. Especially with this guy right over here drinking all the absinthe. I think we got a lot of possibility there. Now, again, I'm over the 2,900 that I was saying before. But again, I've got to have the money to pay all my salaries. So that is the big part. It's going to be up to this guy. This guy is going to be the one that determines whether or not we're able to get that wine. We'll see exactly how much he ends up spending by the time he walks away from the bar. I wonder if he notices that we're standing behind him. He probably has no idea. But we're gonna stand here. We're trying to be inconspicuous. You're not getting your shot of absinthe. Why are you not getting your shot of absinthe? That doesn't make any sense. So, okay, I'll pour it then. They both stopped pouring it. So, why did they stop pouring it? Why are you not getting served? I don't quite understand. That's weird. Is there a reason you guys are not serving him? Oh, come on. You can't stop serving him. Oh, there's a glass there. So, it's because he's already got a glass. Okay, that's fine. I'll do this. So let's get in here. Or can I? No, I can't even. And then you leave without paying. What? Uh, hmm. All I can say is, there's an invisible glass there. Ha. Okay, so it's still not completely right. Still a couple of issues, it feels like. Just a couple. But we'll hopefully get it hopefully get it sorted out. All right, let's do one more day. I want to see if we can get that license. I want to see if we can make it happen. So as soon as our barkeepers are in here, there they are. Let's go ahead, click the bell. Day 31. And the Rusty Tapper 2 is open for your convenience. Yeah, I don't know why they stopped serving that guy. And I saw that somewhere else here too, where they just stood there and someone ordered a shot and they didn't serve him. And then on top of that, if they wait too long, he doesn't pay for everything that he drank, so we end up losing a bunch of money off that. Yeah, there's still something not completely and entirely right. And I don't know what it is. But there's definitely something missing. Hopefully we'll be able to get it sorted out. So right now we're just, again, once I get to 2970, we'll be able to get going with this. That's all we need to do is just get to that number. So are you got up? Oh, because you were looking for something we don't have. That's what it is. And yeah, that's going to make it more challenging. Oh, this is going to really make it more challenging. Oh, man. I'm still going to try this. This is not the smartest idea. It's not, but I'm going to try anyway. So let's go in here because I want to show it off. We got 2842. So let's go here. Management licenses. The cheap wine license, $2,500. Then we're going to go to Mr. Liqueur wine. Get one of those. And I can get smaller amounts of them. So there is that. So let's do that. One, or in twos, basically. 1, 1, 1. Purchase all that. Now, he should not do anything with those because he has no idea where they go. I'm going to just put these up here. I don't remember where they go up there. It's fine. It'll be all right. So, Mellowtail, 18 Incarcerations. I still love that name. And then our last one is the Castle. So there's that. Whoa, right up in that guy's face. That was not good. So now we can work on getting everything refilled with the liquor again. But we do have more beer here. We now have some wine. So that's a start. And now we just got to make sure that this person who's drinking the absinthe does not stop getting served. Because that would be bad. That would be very, very bad. And everyone, please buy all the wine. Because we need... Oh, and I need to make sure I set the prices on that. So prices, set markup for all. So down here, if we take a look at our prices, yeah, 400% on all those. Wanted to make sure I had that because I know with it being the first time we ordered wine, it may have still been at the 100% markup. And that would have been bad. That would have been very bad. Schnapps, we need to get that, so let's work on this. So spirits, schnapps, $300. Get some of that. He should refill that. I think he should. Yep, he's got it. And our absinthe was empty, so he just walked out with the bottle of absinthe that is now gone. Oh, and again, I hope that these people are actually paying for the drinks. I might have to change this, so let's go here. Management, staff management, don't turn anybody away and go with anything. Because I've got a feeling that there's like that these people are leaving and not paying their tab at all if they don't have anything that they can drink. Like here, we've got all kinds of issues here where these guys are all just sitting here now. And I don't know why they're sitting here. Again, this feels like we got some kind of an issue going on. I'm not quite sure what it is, but I hope we're able to get it sorted out. Rum, she's got tequila's the next one up the list. So let's get the tequila. Spirits, tequila is how much? 700 for that. Okay. Oh, got to make it one. Cool. Now, again, he'll probably bring that in unless I beat him to it. Yeah, he's got it. So I don't have to worry about it. And again, I've got a bunch of people there that are just stuck. But now they're getting served. Okay. It's extremely dissimilar. That's okay. I'm going to lose a little bit of reputation. We'll be fine. It's at least getting them served, and it's at least keeping them buying stuff. Even if it's not what they want. It's at least a start. And they're paying their bills, hopefully. I really hope they are. Because if not, we're in a bad way. I didn't see if they were or not, but again, I have to hope they were. And I really can't afford to buy too much more because we're near the end of the day. I can get a vodka, though, because that is cheap. So let's go here. One vodka, $2.50. I can do that. That won't be a problem. And he'll go ahead and put it up. So I don't need to do anything with that. He's on it. I also need a keg of Cerrone, so let's do that. Because let's see, we're out of that. So draft Cerrone, because you never want to be out of Cerrone. Ever, ever, ever. Ever, ever, ever. I'll take care of that. He's busy. So I got this one. One keg of Cerrone. Right about there. Cool. Is there anything else I can get? Brandy is going to be too expensive because brandy is like $800 a bottle. So we're not going to be able to do that. The whiskey is $900 a bottle. The absinthe is $1,000 a bottle. So, yeah, none of those are going to be options at this point. And this guy's just drinking. He's going with schnapps. That's fine. So, yeah, we'll just have to hold off before we're able to do anything else there in terms of getting more booze in here. And let's go ahead and click the bill. Say that that's the last one. Last call for alcohol. Don't care where you go, but you can't stay here. It is closing time. Let's get our tips. $21 there. This guy still is not good with tips, man. $11 there. He tries, but he just does not have it. He just does not have it. Don't know what it is. It's all right. He tries hard. He's a good guy. That's all I can say. All right, he's done. We're at $882 again. That's not enough money to buy any more booze than that, so we're just going to have to hold off. That's about as good as we can do. But we're now a much fuller house. We've got our final expansion. We got our liquor specialists here. We've got some wine, so that is starting. We've got ourselves a couple of cleaners. We got a stocker. It's getting to be a full house again. Now all we got to do is just work on getting the finishing touches with the rest of our wine, and then the Rusty Tapper 2 will be back to its former glory. That is going to be all for this one, though. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, I'd appreciate it if you gave it a like. If you really liked this video, I'd love it if you consider giving the channel a subscribe. But until we meet again, thanks as always for being a part of all of my silliness. I'm Rusty Champaign, and we will see you later.